Yo, what's up guys, NartOutHere, and today I've got 45 brand new CS2 tips and tricks ripped straight from pro matches. We're covering all 7 maps showing insane utility, boosts, movement, off angles, and more. These are the kind of plays that wins rounds and gives you the edge, so if you want to outsmart your opponents with real pro tricks, stick around and let's jump in. Torzy holds the Xbox jump up with this really tight angle. While this is happening, Spinks is watching the door walk out. Easy frag for Torzy where we see Donk jump up Xbox. Initially he doesn't see anybody, but it's too late when he jumps up. New mid door smoke, stand in front of the tires. You're going to put your crosshair here without moving your mouse. Make your way in front of this wall next to the garage, then afterwards jump throw. A lot of pro teams are throwing this smoke, Vitality and Spirit as well. This is a very consistent way to throw this smoke and it's very easy to do so, and we see how Navi uses this by sending 2 players out mid to catch the CTs off guard. Monacy from A ramp throws a defensive mid smoke where he is going to stand next to the box, aim here, then afterwards jump throw. This smoke makes it hard to go through the mid door and it's going to hopefully make the T's come to Monacy's way. Twist throws the most insane upper B tunnel smoke from CT middle at the beginning of the round. The smoke lands on top of the box and extends down and lands very deep. To throw the smoke, crouch inside this corner, then you're going to aim here, afterwards jump throw. This smoke lands through the gaps. Be careful using this smoke as the T's can beat the timing of it. Twist shows off an insane short smoke where he's on the ledge and he is going to throw the smoke on top of this wall here, and it's going to extend down, and the purpose of this smoke is in case any T's are throwing the short Molotov for the ledge, which is pretty default. Unfortunately, the T's Vitality did not throw the short Molotov, so this is the Molotov that most teams are throwing. If you have this smoke thrown or you throw it after the Molotov, you won't take any damage because you're edging between the two. While this is happening, Ultimate is peeking short with the op above the boost. He gets flash off the angle, uses his own flash, which he could have thrown for Twist too. Spinks uses his tight angle to watch mid, and it's super hard for the T's to even hit the shot. Every time I've shown Spinks or Bit use this angle of position, they always win the duels. I've seen Keserato throw 2 A smokes from this position, so stand for the A cross smoke, aim here, left and right click jump throw. Then for the short smoke, he's going to aim at this part of the blue, then left and right click jump throw. These 2 smokes help here take A from long. If the T's come out long, the current meta is to throw this defensive smoke, but the issue with this smoke is if the T's push up fast, they can go ahead and beat this. So let me show you another variation of the smoke. JKS throws a new defensive long A smoke, stand behind the wall, aim as shown, left click throw. The smoke lands more towards the cross and not as deep. Afterwards he gets flashed to peek long. Another team that throws this smoke is EF. Ultimate shows strong A flashes from short, stand behind the wall, aim at the circle on the side, then left click throw. The reason why these flashes are so good is because your teammates won't get blind because the flashes land below the wall and it will only affect the CTs. I want to thank today's sponsor, which is SkinsMonkey. They are one of the best and easy to use CS2 trading sites. You can instantly switch out your skins you don't want by selecting them, and then pick up the new skins you do want that are so much nicer. You can also buy skins much cheaper with a 35% total deposit bonus using code NART. Click the link in the description to get a free $5 on your trade. Thanks, SkinsMonkey. Kozera shows an insane short Molotov from inside apartments. First, go ahead and crouch with this part of the ground, stand up, you're going to aim as shown, then jump throw. The Molotov will bounce off the building, lands towards short. Any CTs on short will not be able to rotate to help out towards B. Zontic shows a vac kitchen wallbang lineup from short, so he's standing in front of the archway of the wall there, and he's going to start shooting at 142 towards that bottom left of the window. Team Spirit has been using this mid Molotov that is going to take care of any CT aggression that pushes up mid behind the smoke. CTs get smoked out and they're going to do this boost on top of the trash can that allows this player to see over the wall to get this frag onto the ticket player. Same situation here, G2 are retaking A, they're smoked out CT, so Monacy gets boosted to C towards site. If you throw right side A smokes and you make your way onto site and get on top of triple, you could actually see over the smokes towards connector, which then you could catch the CT by surprise. Mouse are throwing mid control nades, and Apex inside window is going to jump out onto the underpass player who gets caught throwing nades. In the competitive scene, it's the underpass player that's throwing the connector nades, and Apex knows this, so he's going to catch a good timing. Mezzy and Apex set up ZywOo for the opening peek. Mezzy smokes top mid. Apex is going to break open Mezzy's top mid smoke. Meanwhile, with this happening, ZywOo is going to get behind the top mid smoke and he's going to post up on window and waits for the smoke break. ZywOo smokes missile from top mid. He's going to aim as shown, then afterwards jump throw. The smoke lands on top of the wall here, extends down, blocking off triple and CT. This allows his teammates to safely come up connector. Lackey has his set lineup to break open the top mid smoke when window is smoked out, so he stands in front of this bench. He's going to put his crosshair here, then without moving his mouse he's going to make his way towards the top of the window here, then jump throw. While that was happening, the Opera jump ladder to peek short. He doesn't see anybody with that first nade break, so he throws his own. Here is an overview of where Lackey is positioning and moving to throw the nade. If you want to go for the fast A entry, use this run boost because the run boost is going to allow you to get out fast ramp and you only take 25 HP damage, and this is because the CT had a T Molotov. Imagine what the damage would have been for the incendiary, would have been a lot less. Maddie's throwing nades for mid, not even realizing when he goes back to check A ramp that the T is already out towards Tetris. Flash top mid for your teammate from bottom connector, stand at the wall, aim here, then left click throw. Your teammate will swing and peek top mid, and any T's in this area will get full flash. Did you know you could silent drop from the apartment balcony by sliding off the truck? Zywoo Molly's balcony, stand in boiler on that wood of the door frame, aim here, then left click throw. The Molotov's going to take a bounce off the roof and it even covers towards mini pit. Mid control is so easy if you know this Molotov from Aradose. This Molotov for long side is going to cover both the cubby and that right side so no operas can peek you. Fury have an insane Inferno tactic that uses the instant mid smoke. Yuri's going to set up to throw this HE nade to break the top of the smoke for Skulls, who's on the top left of this ledge on the wall. Unfortunately, the nade doesn't break open the top of the smoke fully, but Skulls was able to still see through the bullets. G2 have a 200 IQ tactic that involves this instant mid banana smoke thrown from Heavy God. Meanwhile, two players are going to push up and get boosted half wall, throwing the HE nades to break open the top of the smoke where mobs can see through. This is a 200 IQ play by Xanter. The T's lose pistol round with no plant. Xanter buys a Galil and a decoy, throws the decoy, then he's going to refund the Galil. This makes the CTs think the T's might have 4 spots, so they have to be careful in peeking. Major throws deep banana retake nades from CT for the deep smoke, aim here, then left and right click jump throw. Then for the half wall Molotov, aim here, left click throw. Just be careful because the T's can edge between the Molotov and smoke. While this is happening, his teammate Zentauros is going to throw the top banana flash. Then after Major throws the nades, he's going to push up to peek banana. Electronic smokes long from top mid. He's crouching. He's going to aim here at this part of the roof, then left and right click jump throw. Heavy God smokes bottom banana from short. He stands in front of the barrel, aims to the top left of this thing sticking out of the roof, jump throw. This allows his teammates to take banana without having to use their smokes. Mongo's simple and easy trick play by throwing the top banana corner Molotov and then having your teammate peek behind it. This is a default Molotov for banana control from the T's. CTs might not expect the T's to peek behind it, which Snow doesn't. PR throws an insane A flash where he stands next to the heater, uses the sign as the point of reference for a lineup. Check out this insane wall bang. So the T gets boosted behind the wall with an auto sniper, wall banging through here, which is going to lead to the mid window, tagging up the CT. If you have a lot of money towards the end of the half, give this play a try. If you have an incendiary on the T side, go ahead and throw it inside this corner of A main, leaves a gap for you to push out. It's going to mask the footsteps as the CT gets caught off guard here. If you know the CT likes to play on top of the sign to hold A main to spot the shadow and then throw the defensive Molotov to fall back, look at how raw in entries. He's going to be up close to the wall, so his shadow is not spotted, and by the time the CT sees him, it's too late. When you're rushing A, you don't need a set lineup to smoke off donut. You could do this on the fly as we see the T do here. Let's start making this the meta. Super easy defensive B flash if the T's rush up banana, stand to the right of the pillar, aim here, then left and right click throw, peek after the flash, and all the T's coming up banana are going to get full white. Now you know how to shut down the fast B attack with just one simple flash. Contest cheetah control using this smoke. So inside cave, stand in the left corner, aim here without moving your mouse straight forward till you reach the box, then left click throw. Afterwards, you can flash to the left and double swing with the flash, however the CT crashes here. This smoke would block off the cheetah entrance and the flash will blind anyone holding inside cheetah. This is an insane cave one-way smoke on Ancient that will get you free frags. So to throw the one-way smoke, all you have to do is get boosted, then underhand the smoke to your left of the box, and then peek towards the right of the box where the T's will not expect you to be up here. The T's get baited by the smoke because they think the CTs smoke off cave, so they're not expecting any CTs to be on top of the boost. If your opera goes for the mid peak, set up to throw this nade if you know the CTs like to throw the instant elbow smoke, so stand there, aim at this brick, then afterwards left click throw. The T's are going to rush B and notice from the bottom right spawn is going to throw an instant short smoke. They paired up with a long smoke from spawn and also smoke off cave. Very easy CT smoke from heaven, position with the end of the wall, aim top left of the U, then afterwards jump throw. If CTs are throwing the instant elbow smoke, which most of the time they are, you could easily counter by boosting inside this corner, which I've started to see a lot more use in the lower tier play. It also depends on how the smoke is being thrown. Sometimes it leaves a huge gap for you to see over the smoke. ZywOo goes for the pop dog wallbang from inside connector, and he's going to shake his crosshair in case the observer were on him so the fans can react. However, the observer wasn't, but you can see where the wallbang lands and almost catches Brolin. Later into the match, ZywOo this time around has an op, goes for the same wallbang but doesn't connect. Mid-round, Brolin gets boosted on top of the boxes where he has an insane off angle to watch Pop Dog through the windows here. However, he gets cleared out by ZywOo, which the Vitality players are trained to check up here. Exertion's going to retake and push into Pop Dog by first throwing a Molotov to clear out any T's to the right of the cubby, then he's going to rush in with the flash. Once the Molotov begins to end, that's when he's going to throw the flash. I think the idea of the flash was to try to land it behind the wall so he doesn't get blind. Deep connector smoke from halls where LNZ is going to aim here, then afterwards jump throw. He's going to move over to the right here on this back wall where he's going to Molotov back sight. Molotov covers both trains, and here's the deep smoke. The most meta opening peek on the T side of train in the pro scene is doing this T-Con main peek, watching for the E-box cross. The smoke will put out any CT's Molotovs, allowing you to stand there to hold that angle and then make sure your teammates are smoking off sandwich so you don't get spotted. A lot of pros have been using this off angle position to hold main. It's a tight off angle that the T's won't expect. Make sure you have a teammate watching your Pop Dog like an opper. Nico shows a very strong nade set to take T-Con control. Him and Tessa's first clear out T-Con, making sure nobody's peeking and pushing. Then he's going to set up to throw a deep T-Con smoke, Molotov close left, then deep nade back left, and then Tessa's pushes in. He's going to hear the flash come through, and he's able to annihilate the T's. This is how you break open your own main smoke. Stand inside this corner, aim here at this roof, then left and right click throw. Dexter shows off an Ivy flash. He's going to stand on this back wall, aim to the left of light, walk forward, and left click throw. This flash will take care of any CTs holding this off angle behind this train for Ivy. Rob shows off a 200 IQ decoy on pistol round where he's going to throw a decoy over the roof and it's going to tag up and damage Torzy, taking away 1 HP. Unfortunately, the decoy doesn't damage the armor, which would have forced Torzy to spend 1000 instead of 350. Hampus has this insane lower flash from behind silo. He's going to aim at the roof, then left click throw. He could peek with the flash because the flash lands on top of the silo, so it's not going to blind him. It will force any T's looking his way to look away. I've shown pros abusing this angle on the control side where they're crouching on the stairs. Here we see the CT playing on the opposite side and the T is forced to look towards vent. Vavin at the start of the round gets boosted vent to try to look over the door lurk smoke towards lobby. However, the smoke is blocking his way, so he's going to break open the smoke. The smoke was thrown on the fly here, so that's why he couldn't see anything. George gets the control side. He wants to break the windows to flank ramp without being noticed, so bro outside is going to break open the locker windows at the same time, which is going to mask the noise. Bro shows the best connector Molotov standing outside B main with this part of the wall. Then he's going to aim here, then jump throw. He follows up with a flash. The crazy thing about this Molotov is that it covers top connector as well as inside connector. The problem with pushing out B main as a CT is sometimes there's an opper holding this right side and they won't get flash and they can easily pick you off. So here's a smoke to counter this. G2 push B main safely with this smoke from Snacks, who's on the back right of the platform here. He aims to the left of the sun, then jump throw, makes his way towards CT where he throws the 2 standard flashes for his teammates to entry out B main. The smoke is going to block off the left side of mid. Insane Canal's one-way smoke thrown by Skulls inside connector, so stand in the back left corner, you're going to aim here, left click throw. Afterwards, Skulls makes his way through the smoke where he is going to be peeking to the left of the smoke where he can see over the smoke, but unfortunately for him, JL is so aware of it. Every pro is spamming this Canal's flashbang from inside connector. This is a right click jump throw. The flash is going to blind any T's that is pushing fast Canals and they won't have time to react to the flash. Fast B smokes to split. First stand inside this corner for the left side smoke, aim here, then jump throw. For the B temple smoke, aim as shown, then jump throw. The T's have 3 players going bridge to drop down to go towards connector. On B, playing behind the right CT wall is a strong off angle to watch connector, but also if you hear the T's coming in from B main, you can go ahead and tuck yourself inside that wall and the T's will not be able to spot you. Both T's entry from B main and they're not able to spot Yota behind that CT wall. Next time the CTs smoke off B main and you have a teammate with you, boost on top of this table and you can see over the smoke towards heaven. Often we see the CTs boosting fountain when the Ts throw the A main lurk smoke, but here the Ts return the favor. That's it for today's 45 pro tricks. Hope you learned something new. If you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe, and let me know your favorite trick in the comments. Make sure to check out some more CS2 tips and tricks by clicking here, and I'll see you over there.